Broker IPTV.
Welcome to Broker IPTV. I'm here today with Ken Holbert, and Ken is with Safe Objectives, Inc. And Ken, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Mark.
Hey, in a previous edition, we were talking about properties that do qualify now for this EPA RRP, which is the Renovate, Repair, and Paint guideline coming into effect on April 22nd. Tell me about some of the houses that are excluded from this, or is my house excluded from it as an owner?
If your house is built after 1978, it's excluded.
So 78 is the big guideline.
No, 77 is the big guideline. If it's built during 78 or after, it's excluded.
Right, okay.
But if it was built prior to 1978, it's in the rule.
All right. Other properties are excluded.
Homeowner doing their own repair.
So I can do all I want, be as hazardous as I want.
In their own home.
I want to chip off lead-based paint, eat it, breathe it, smell it. That's my deal, right?
Then also the excluded is if you're doing minor repair maintenance under 6 square feet of 6 square feet or less of disturbance inside a room, 20 square feet on the exterior, but there's an exclusion to that. If you're doing window replacement, demolition, or using a prohibited work practice by EPA or HUD, you must use, this covers it.
Right. Okay.
You know, window replacement doesn't matter if it's a 1 inch by 1 inch window. You are doing safe work practices.
So the bottom line is window contractors coming into my home are all going to have to comply with this.
Yes, sir.
If the house tests out for it. Now, what if I don't know if my house has lead-based paint in it or not? What's the vendor going to assume?
Vendor must assume there's lead until a test has been done to either qualify or disqualify the house.
So a window guy is going to go out and check the date of my house, and if I come out there and I won't tell him if there's lead-based paint,
he has to assume it's there and work with lead-safe work practices and bill appropriately.
So what does it take for a vendor to be EPA certified under these new RRP guidelines?
They have to, the vendor or the firm has to submit to EPA and become a firm. It's generally about $300. Then they must assign a renovator, which is an 8-hour course, to go to the work site and be the supervisor of the job site.
So it's an 8-hour course that they attend to become certified with the EPA.
For the individual, the company just sends the application to EPA.
Okay, so company sends the money and the workers have to become certified.
Yes.
What about training for realtors? I know you told me earlier that you've actually had some realtors and appraisers attend your 8-hour course. What about your 4-hour course? Is that something you recommend for real estate agents?
We do, because that way they can come in and they can get a better understanding of what the rule is, see how it's going to affect their business, see what they need to tell their potential clients.
Right.
So they don't, come out blindsided. Well, I didn't know about that at the end of the sale. They know about it beforehand, and they can inform their clients beforehand. Yeah,
so we're really they're really escalating or taking a step up here on before we just did the lead-based paint. No one ever knew about paint. No one ever had any paint testing done. You give them the booklet, we're all done.
Yep.
Now it's changing.
And now it's changing to where you sell the property, you have to disclose you've had tests. Well, if you don't disclose, the work that's going to be done on the property you just sold will have to be assumed that there's lead-based paint.
Right.
And where previously it was, you can go back, do your window replacement, doesn't matter or anything like that. Now it does matter.
Interesting. You got a website, Ken, you can send people to?
www.safeobjectives.com.
Great. Well, Ken, excellent information. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Find more real estate videos at brokeriptv.com.